I don't know if people are listening who actually get their hands dirty, but when you're shipping the creative into these platforms, you get a quality score. Google Ads does this. Facebook, Meta, Instagram Ads does this. It determines the price that you pay to a certain extent. So the higher the quality score, the less you pay. And then also the longevity of that piece and getting engagement and everything. So what these platforms want to do, obviously, is they don't want people jumping off their platform or being exposed to too many ads that are boring. So how do they do that? They give you a quality score and they try to prioritize ads that have a high quality score and deprioritize those with a low quality score. It's just really interesting. I think, that doesn't get talked about enough for whatever reason.
This is one of the first things I talk to friends about because almost no one knows how the Facebook ad auction actually works. Like these are people that are spending their entire livelihoods making Facebook ads, running Facebook ads. They literally tell you exactly what quality means to them. There's an entire chart, there's a page dedicated to it. They tell you each ad, which one is low, medium. They actually say above average, average, or below average quality. So you can even see yourself in reference to your competitors. And it is a real, you really can see CPMs increase if you don't abide by their kind of rules. Even basic things, just don't be too sensational, which is kind of common sense, because if you have a lie in your ad and they go to your landing page and they see that's not true, right? Facebook doesn't want that experience for the users. It's really simple. It's three things, right? The bid, obviously, how much you're bidding does come into play a tiny bit. If you're going to give them $1 million a day versus 100,000, it's going to be harder for you. And that's why you see smaller brands have a harder time than larger brands, just because they need to be able to actually beat them with just the creative itself. So that is one piece. But the other piece is, as you mentioned, the quality of the experience for the user on the inside, right? They're scrolling through, they have to not churn from the platform. So the way that they define quality is how likely they think someone is to report that ad or to actually stop using the platform. And they have a way of measuring that. So they, every time someone scrolls past the thing, every time someone clicks on a thing, all of that data that is recorded in your individual brand's pixel, it is all aggregated on the back end on Facebook. So they can see every single thing all at once, and they're using that to measure. So there's the bid, there's the quality of the experience, and then the last thing, which is also really important, but it's the likelihood of converting. So if they think you're more likely to get someone to purchase than your competitor, they will actually give you that audience versus even a bigger brand. And so that's where the importance of creative actually comes from. It's, can you convince the audience to purchase more than your competitor can? And is it done in such a way that the customer isn't kind of thrown off by it? And that's the only way you can beat the big brands that have infinite budget.
The other thing that maybe doesn't get talked about is if you have a low quality score, it may rack up the same set of metrics like views, engagement, reach, likes, or whatever, right? But they're just going to serve you junk inventory, bot users, which will max out the vanity metrics, but you won't get any purchases in the back end. So I think there's a couple of erroneous signals that they'll shove in there.